Well, the motive is still under investigation. That is not known, but we do know the suspects formed a Russian communist group after being bullied by other students and were actively recruiting members to be a part of it. 3 Creekside High School students are in custody. Authorities say 15-year-old Nikita Calantropo and 14-year-olds Ron Quinones and Kyril Narad are accused of targeting multiple students with a hit list of people they wanted to harm.
There was a lethal list too as well that had students circled on pictures, as well as actually students' addresses too in these devices in the communication. Also too, it had an aerial views of the Creekside High School with areas basically circled that would have been good areas of an attack on these individuals in the list.
The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office says on Friday it was notified of suspicious text messages and the phones of 2 students were taken by law enforcement. The students were suspended by the school district on Monday. A threat assessment investigation began immediately, and on Wednesday, that's when detailed text messages, hit lists, and photographs were discovered. Sheriff Robert Hardwick says all 3 students were arrested Thursday.
The goal was to arrest the ones that were accountable for this plan that we identified without any question at all of who the 3 were involved, and to get them in custody as quick as we can immediately before this plan was actually carried out.
Sheriff Hardwick says the suspects discussed getting weapons, but what they had access to is still under investigation. The arrest report says the 3 suspects formed a Russian communist group called the United Boyapolis Socialist Republic due to being bullied by other students and were actively recruiting members into the organization. The FBI is also involved.
We understand that this is the access to the world, to their world. So, one thing we tell our parents is you have to get involved and hold our kids accountable and responsible for what goes on these devices, electronic devices.
And the number of people targeted in those hit lists has not been released, and the sheriff's office says that that number is not known. But those 3 suspects have been transported from St. Johns County to the Department of Juvenile Justice, where they will be held in detention for the next 21 days. Live in St. Johns County, Taylor Levesque, First Coast News, on your side.